I'm going to reference Commissioner Dale Hogan's formal, because for 2.5 years, as I led Bold Justice, Brown Organized Leaders Doing Justice, for 2.5 years, this community needs to protect Dale Hogan's, because he was the sponsor, he did the work, his office did the work, he's on the front line for 2.5 years, so that 67,000 people in Broward County can have access to employment. He knows, and why I love and will support him is because at the end of the day, because we fought. My pastors, the majority of pastors I know, even though I love them, it's the Sunday morning box. Yeah. You're just gonna preach it. And our churches need to be confronted by people who love them. Black churches need to be confronted by people who love them. Y'all need to wake up, because all this crazy stuff, I'm not involved in politics. New Jerusalem and Pastor Andrews is not involved in politics. We call it superlative decision making. Y'all don't hear what I'm saying. Because if I don't make a superlative decision about who is going to be sitting in those seats, look here, Brother Pastor, Brother Bishop, you will care when that person can't get a job. Because you're going to show up in your time. Y'all ain't talking about me. So really, we need to coming home to the a biblical barefoot person from Galilee, because he spoke truth to power. And the short answer is this: the church, the black church, have to come back and speak truth to power. That's one point. The second thing they have to do is speak power, train power to the people. The people need to be trained to know that they have power. That they don't have to. Let me show you something. Give you proof. In Hollywood, we had 3 Confederate general names on our streets. One was, I'm not going to call his name, but he was the first Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan. That street sits right, I come out of New Jerusalem's parking lot, it's right there. That's where that street is. My friends who love God, they said to me, Michael, why y'all doing that? Man, the point in this city, people still gonna drive big trucks, people still play fighting flags, still gonna talk stuff. You're never gonna change anything. I said, listen, you got a different focus than I do. My focus is not to take away any of their rights. They do whatever they want to do. Smack, go ahead, knock yourself out. My focus is to teach the people of Dania Beach and Liberia that if they don't like it, they can change it. Hallelujah. And we changed it. Now those streets are no longer forests. Me. Those streets are now liberty, freedom. Y'all ain't talking to me. The people did that. The same people who had power until you awakened them to know that they had power. So the black church need to wake up, and again, I'm not taking it back, get a spiritual slap upside the head.
If I may, let's bring it home. Yesterday, at Aretha Franklin's funeral, among the many speakers was the dynamic of Reverend Barber from North Carolina. When he finished his remarks, and I might add, Jesse Jackson had already said we have long lines at these funerals and short lines at the polling place. But when he finished his remarks, he turned and said, rather than replicating this at another funeral, let's get together just before the election and have all of these celebrities, all of these singers, all of these pastors and everybody else. And he turned to Bishop Jakes and he said, I'm ready, Bishop, are you? Now let's bring it home. Yesterday I spoke with Dale and with Dorsey Miller. And I forgot to say to either of them, and it was so ironic, that I was going to ask that we try to get Reverend Barber here, but in light of what Reverend Anderson just got through saying, it would seem to me, and let's don't forget something else about this ballot. I spoke with our Democratic Executive Committee Chair, Terry Rizzo, a moment ago. Please let's not forget that Sean Shaw is on this ballot running. A Jewish person is on this ballot running for financial services. Let's not forget Ms. Freed. Even though you may not agree with legalizing marijuana, you will benefit from them taxes if it does get done. Let's remember the diversity that we have in hand. So David, why don't we, not so much with Reverend Paul, with Reverend Anderson, why don't we just try to get the Broward and the Palm Beach County pastors all together on election Sunday? Not no souls to the polls, that's fine. But after that, trying to get their parishioners. And if we did this statewide, if every pastor made a set of remarks on the Sunday before the election about how important it is to vote, just that alone, we would elect all of those people that you just heard me talk about.
Thank you very much, Congressman. So let me say this, and thank you so much, Reverend Anderson. 2.5 years we put in place a preference to make sure that people that have a difficult time getting a job get a job in Broward County. We've built on that. We're now OIC having $850,000 in our budget annually to help make sure that happens. Thanks to your effort and the Board of Justice. Thank you. So I left here, I was here earlier. I left because I had another organizing meeting going on at the campaign office. And here's what we talked about. We need a church coordinator for this campaign in every county. And I asked for that in the last round, but we didn't have the money, we didn't have the time. This time we must do it.
You know, we're doing our statewide initiative with Pulse for Souls.
So the big thing is this: the place where we're most powerful is our churches. That's our largest institution. Yet, as the Reverend said, they fell asleep. It's what got us where we are today. So here's the action. If you go to a church, I want you to just assume coordination of that church for this campaign. Now, what we need to do is this. We've got about 30-something days, about 33 days, 35 days actually, to register people who are not registered to vote. The state has made it easy. You can go to the website and register online. Can't get no easier than that, people. That's the first step. The second step is this, Reverend. Every church must be handing out these.
You're right about that.
These are vote by mail request forms. Why? Because those who voted August 28th go vote again. What we got to do is get those who never voted August 28th to go out and vote. This will put a ballot in their house, and we go knock on the door. Give me the ballot. That's what we got to do. It's action time, guys. Okay, we know all the problems that exist. We can talk over it 100 times, but unless we're taking action, we're not going to change it. So, I brought some here with me, and I gave a couple out. I actually went back to get some of these too. We have more. You've got to go out and make sure everybody you know get a vote by mail ballot. Let me tell you something else about this vote by mail stuff. The Republicans know how to use it. They use it more than us Democrats by far.
But we're leading them this time.
Well, we better. So we need this vote by mail ballots filled out. Every church needs to, Reverend, every church needs to have a polls to the soul. Thank you for my little sister here. That means they bring the ballots in.
Yes, sir.
Fill them out there.
Yes, sir.
Leave them there and we drop them off.
Yes, sir.
I'll come pick them up at every one of the churches if I have to. But that's what we got to do, guys. It's action time. Thank you.